So today we're going to get into chapter 10, the first two sections, which are over exponents and product of powers properties. So we're going to talk about exponents and then some of the properties that they have that we'll be seeing and have to use. So first, there are three main vocab words that go with the first section. Base, or power, base, and exponent. So power is a product of repeating factors. So power is going to be your whole thing, and the next slide I'll give you a visual representation of this. Base is the factor being multiplied by itself. So whatever number you're multiplying by itself, that's your base. And then lastly, your exponent tells the number of times that the base is multiplied by itself. So it tells the number of times the base is multiplied by itself. So this next slide will give you a better idea of what that will look like. Okay, so here, this is 10 to the 9th power, base 10. So 10 is your base, that's the number you're going to be multiplying by itself. 9 is your exponent, that tells you how many times you are multiplying the base by itself. So here, you'll be multiplying the base by itself, the base of 10 by itself 9 times. And then the overall thing, 10 to the 9th power, is the power. So that's the overall, both numbers combined is called 10, is your power. Okay, let's look at examples of what they would like us to do with these. So, it says write each product using exponents. So, let's go through each of these. So the first one, -7 times -7 times -7. So here, our base is obviously -7, which we put in parentheses, and I'll explain that more on the next slide. If it's a negative number, you put in parentheses if you're actually taking that negative number to a power, or to an exponent, whatever. And then we multiply by itself 3 times, so that means our exponent would be 3. This next one, we have pi times r times r times r. So this one we're actually going to have 2 bases. So the first base we have is pi. And since pi was multiplied twice, that would be pi to the 2nd power. And then our next base is r. And it was r times r times r, so that's 3 r's. So that is r to the 3rd power. So our final answer would be pi to the 2nd, r to the 3rd. So you can try these next two if you pause the video. Hopefully you had a chance to try it. If you did, you'll see that number 3, our base will be 5, because that's what's being multiplied repeatedly. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5s, so that would be our exponents, 5 to the 6th power. Lastly, we have 0.3 times 0.3 times 0.3 times 0.3 times x times x. So our first base will be 0.3. And that will be raised to the 4th power because there are 4 0.3s. And then there are 2 x's, so that will be x to the 2nd. So your final answer would be 0.3 to the 4th, x to the 2nd. So that's just making sure you can write each product using exponents. Okay, I also want to look at this because this is also important. This one says evaluate each expression. So first of all, if it tells you to evaluate, that means that you are getting a final answer. You're not trying to just keep it with exponents. You're actually trying to get a final answer. So there's actually a difference between these two. So you want to make sure that you understand the difference. This first one, the -2 is in parentheses. So that whole -2 is being taken to the 4th power. So in your calculator, you type in -2. If you have this calculator, you type in -2. Other calculators, you might have to actually put it in parentheses, or it won't work correctly. And then this y to the x button right here above the division sign, you click it, and then you hit 4 for the exponent of 4 and hit equal, and that will give you 16. So your final answer for the first one should be 16.